I have to imagine that they're going to want to dodge each other. Of course, the other team in that list will be Bun Bun. Bang Bang has locked the second spot with their last win. So, all comes down to this one for who gets to be the top dog heading into playoffs. We'll start on Taiko Temple here. As we get into character select, you see the picks and bans come across. Yoshi, what do you see?
I'm seeing a prize fighter 1-2 start, which is a little vicious. We see actually a Vice ban coming out from Demon's Raw, which I would not expect. I'd imagine that they'd want to pick it, but considering their red side and expecting a first pick Vice, it makes sense. But instead, S.A.D.B.O.I.S locking in the Finny goalie first pick, which has been incredibly popular recently. And it makes a lot of sense. It's incredibly fast. Finny has an 8-second secondary that's really strong and a 7-second primary. Got CDs through the teeth and just kind of does it all. So very strong first pick. We've been seeing it a lot. Rounding off the comp with Estelle Asher, which both brought the 1-2 punch. Gonna be doing a lot of damage. In fact, everyone has 1-2 except You Already Lose. And already Demons are getting up to it with the Amy Zentaro comp. A little bit of now midfield to help with the healing. Just doing a ton of damage. 1-2 punch gonna also help get some early kills on this narrow map. Things are looking pretty good for Demons right now.
Certainly, I've been gone for a little while, but I'm quite confident that a Zentaro-Aimi forward combination is just going to continue racking up the KOs, especially when they each have 1-2 punch. So Demons of course, capitalizing on that. They will strike first, but still a goal barrier up on both sides. Snake almost taken out. Now is close to getting to no evades, but not be there just yet. Still trying to heal up. Maybe Lose also has an energy burst already. Kainu finds his own and will be able to get a barrier for the trouble. We'll see where the rest of this one goes. Vaughn looking down to Bells, who, by the way, did take Vambrace in this last one, looking to try to stay alive, but a KO will come through for S.A.D.B.O.I.S there, taking out Kainu. Bells finds the goal barrier, looking for the path splitter. No. Denied there. You Already Lose. Energy burst. They'll just go in himself. Who needs a forward anyway to send it into the net?
Yeah, no confirmation needed. That one's just going to slide around the world, lock into that bottom corner, and that'll be first point for S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Yeah, I think the Vambrace pick from Bells is really interesting. I like it because he has 1-2 and can just drop his abilities, deal a million damage, and then heal back up. And the damage is obviously going to get a lot worse as the game progresses. But already, like, Vaughn staggered right here. KO'd even. The Amy and Zentaro comp is just out here, set one, dealing a ton of damage. I mean, You Already Lose, chip down. Looking tough.
Bell's huge primary there. Able to help You Already Lose get it out, find the clearing angle, and will alleviate the pressure, killing the penalty in the process. Core down to the bottom side. It actually will hit the barrier there out of that big finish. Snake looking for the shot. Vaughn is back. There's the firewall sentry out again. Kainu stepping forward. There's the drone. Vaughn will be able to collect and is playing second goalie. Seen this one before. Vaughn in the goal box. Oh my, Snake goes flying. A little bit of pinball action there. Gets taken away. Kainu, though, in position to try to interrupt things. Gumi also trying to keep the pressure forward here, but now Bells finds an opportunity and will get the goal barrier. Vaughn trying to keep this play alive and will be able to find Bells for the goal.
Yeah, Bells hitting it right between Gumi and Kainu. Able to slot that top corner. And so far, S.A.D.B.O.I.S is doing really well this set. The Asher Estelle combo is, tried and true. You show up, you blitz down the barriers with your big moves. Bell's looking a little low. getting sat on right now by Snake. And now they just have to confirm the goal, which I think is the hardest part. But if Bell's able to stay alive and get out in front of the net, he'll be able to. But just pushed away all the way back to his side. You Already Lose, though. Able to maneuver around with all this speed Finny goalie has. Might be able to push up and make something happen with this flip, but instead use it in the corner, trying to get it out. Does. But now in the power play, Demons Raw. Oh, almost gets scored on, but Gumi saving it. And now that's one barrier down. Bells has the core. Almost gets it in.
Looked like for a moment that You Already Lose was actually able to come up with that save after that flick from Snake, but not that time. Will get that one, though. Nice scoop away out of the Zentaro primary. Vaughn, low stagger, almost to burst. Has to be incredibly careful here. Glitch Pop almost comes through. Get away to safety with a Rose Warp. Now has to dodge the energy burst. Now, Kainoob gets taken down here as well. Vaughn looking for Bells again. It's off the drum on the corner. And it'll be a 3-0 set up first for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. You know, a couple of KOs came out for Demon's Raw, but they were never able to capitalize. And the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. will get their pick of the litter here up first.
Yeah, and that's... I'm looking at perfect form Catalyst, two of the best awakenings in the game, but I think You Already Lose will be locking in stacks on stacks, just really capitalizing on this Finny strength. Nope, sorry. Just locking in the perfect form, which also really good when you have a 7-second primary and an 8-second secondary and perfect form. Nope, pretty good. Things are looking really good. Kainoob getting the Catalyst is going to be huge. Kainoob's been taking a lot of damage, getting knocked out. Gonna be having so many more evades. Bulk up going to Asher is terrifying. Asher has base 125 power and is now looking at 158 with the 1-2 punch too. Is just going to be showing up and doing a ton of damage. Peak going to Vaughn, who has also been taking a lot of damage. Going to be a little bit faster, a little bit healthier across the board. Gumi got a dash awakening and Snake got stacks on stacks. That's a lot of mobility coming out for Demon's Raw, which not a lot of damage, which is what they want, but gonna mean that they have more agency. Gonna be tough though when both barriers are down, and now the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. is able to push forward and kind of do as they please.
Not if Snake and Kainoob are going to do this pushing forward themselves. Kainoob comes up with a huge energy burst there. Gets the barrier and a KO for the trouble. Vaughn taken out. Second goalie is down, but You Already Lose still able to clear it. Doesn't have the speed that time, though, on that Finny. First goal on the board here for Demon's Raw.
Yep, Finny with momentum boots so fast. And was You Already Lose able to just save all of that, but once the momentum boots are down, the game gets a lot harder. And here, Demon's Raw, like, it doesn't even look like set one happened. They're just there blitzing it. You Already Lose and Vaughn already just... It's such a strong defensive core holding it down in the net. But Vaughn's down, and Snake and Kainoob trying to get on the 1v2. Bell's here, back to help. Trying to kill Snake. This is Demon's Raw's opportunity. They've got to get it in here, and Kainoob covering the cross clear is able to. Wow.
Some beautiful collapses in the last 2 points from Demon's Raw. Kainoob, right place, right time, able to get it in. Also, of course, worth noting, almost up to full energy with that Catalyst pickup in the last draft. And this next set could go pretty quickly, especially using that energy burst to find the KO on Bells, who was looking poised and ready to take both of those barriers. Gonna see what else happens here. Gumi moved up pretty far forward, reminiscent of where he'd like to play normally. Kainoob, though, able to take that barrier himself, looking up the Snake. No, that one gets denied and intercepted. Bell's now in the corner, looking to get some work in. Vaughn does have the Crystallized Thorns, but wasn't able to come up with much of anything. Now Gumi, Cyber Swipe, takes out Vaughn one more time, and it's another surefire goal for Demon's Raw.
Yeah, you brought up after set one that Demon's Raw was locking in KOs, but unable to really capitalize on them. That set, they got a KO each point and then won the point off of it. You know, they got their KOs and were able to just take it all the way. Now Monumentalist going to Kainoob, and that's devastating for S.A.D.B.O.I.S. It's going to be so hard to get around that. Glass Cannon on Finny. The skates are laced up and ready to go. No, completely lore accurate. Going to be hard to deal with for Demon's Raw, but again, Manu is just like, that's it. Extra special being locked in for Gumi. With that Dash Awakening too, able to drop a turret every kickoff. Going to be really strong. Vaughn denied Adrenaline Rush from Snake, not letting that go through and have that win condition. Might be able to cop some cheeky KOs off some piercing shots too, but like, this is such a Demon's Raw favorite draft. They got everything they wanted.
I mean, you mentioned the extra special picked up here by Gumi, but Notice also has Of course, on that Firewall Sentry, 1-2 punch and aerials for further projectiles. So this thing is going to go basically across the entire map, do a bunch of damage, and is going to be up all of the time. Not to mention, oh, by the way, Gumi can just KO you and deal the finishing blow with the Cyber Swipe from anywhere, basically, that he wants to. So, looking pretty strong in terms of influence that he might have on the aggressive side. But Lose moving up forward, trying to help out the offensive play. Vaughn gets the snipe for the KO. B.O.I.S will get interrupted by the glitch pop, though, as Gumi will be able to hold on. There's the double KO now. Vaughn moving forward. Gumi able to find one clear, but not the second. Doesn't have that dash to secure that one. And finally, the S.A.D.B.O.I.S take momentum back to their favor. Just keep swinging back and forth in this one.
Yeah. Able to force a 1v2 on the offense there, getting the double kill. Really nice. And Snake looking low. Oh my god, gone. Vaughn procking Adrenaline Rush again. Right, they just... they're clocking in these KOs left and right here, and that's... it's... Where are they coming from? How are they doing this?
My bet is it's called triple take damage. That's the way this goes with the Fitty. So you're going to be able to rack up that so much. There's yet another KO as Snake gets taken out this time. And the effective time for Vaughn's Adrenaline Rush is extended. You know, you would think that Vaughn picked that up in the last draft more so as a denial rather than an actual pick for himself, but been making use of it here with 3 KOs in this point alone from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Snake, beautifully placed primary, is going to be able to find the goal barrier here. Triple take, trying to get this one back on forward, but now it's going to get back behind B.O.I.S. Kind of forward on the lifeline. Energy bars, Lose is ready for it. B.O.I.S drops back, glitch pop. No, Gumi so close on that save, but it's going to go in regardless. Doesn't have the angle. And once again, this swinging back and forth here, Yoshi. S.A.D.B.O.I.S looking ready to take another 3-0 set.
Yeah, really. Just back to back to back. Just absolute wipes. Hey, I'll say it. I said Adrenaline Rush was a deny. I was unfamiliar with Vaughn's game. Just showing up, getting these KOs. I mean, Snake is gone. Not even Vaughn. B.O.I.S just able to get it. Locking that in. A little bit of 1-2 punch action on the Asher. So strong. And Kind of's next. Like, these now and Zentaro both having the lowest stagger in the game is really coming back to bite them because they're just getting knocked out left and right. And wow! The core speed off that beam. 1-2 punch, sending it right through Gumi. That's the S.A.D.B.O.I.S 3-0, and they are one set away from winning this game.
I don't even know how that core got up that fast. Outside of the big finish, then it goes forward. Vaughn able to kick it forward up to B.O.I.S, and that, of course, comes out of the primary. Vaughn picked the litter in this draft. Reptile Remedy is on the board here to deny that away. Also, Deadeye and Stinger, of course, online as well. He'll pick up the rapid fire here for the extra piercing shot. Some of those extra confirms on those KOs. But a little bit of healing here coming out for Kainu with that chrono boost as well. But that Reptile Remedy denial, of course, taken away by B.O.I.S.
Yeah, scary draft here for S.A.D.B.O.I.S because Demon's Raw picked up Deadeye on Gumi and Stinger Primetime on Snake, who is currently not having the greatest time, having to fight B.O.I.S who has a million stagger, but you know, having 2 primaries and Stinger to just constantly proc it is pretty strong. And then Gumi with Deadeye 1-2 punch, like that's a lot of damage coming in, and Demons are almost able to get the point right there, kind of with the flip off this catalyst, and Gumi in there ripping the flip and getting it in. Demons Raw might come back and 3-0 this set, take us to a set 5. The back and forth on this game is brutal.
Folks, it's set 4. Only 10 goals have been scored in this one so far. Back and forth is the name of the game here as the momentum keeps swinging. But there's another KO here coming in. This one might be even continuing further as Lose is taken off the pitch. Vaughn is next on the chopping block, super low on stagger. B.O.I.S has to play perfectly here in order to get this core out, and is successful in doing so. Baits enough time out here for Lose to come on back in. very fast core, but of course Caleb is ready for it as the seasoned veteran he is. Back up to the top side here though. Bell's now trying to go up there, but core gets out ahead of him. S.A.D.B.O.I.S on the scramble even still. Snake in position looking for the core. Kainu can't get it to him yet, but has another energy burst available. There it is. Gets stopped by Vaughn, and now it's back on forward. Goal barrier will fall. Gumi does have an energy burst of his own. Would love to use that, of course, on the offensive side, but not afraid to use it defensively. Beautiful clear from Yuri in front of the drone, then steps on it to get it taken away. And that's one opportunity that'll go down. Glitch Pop almost came through, but wasn't quite on the angle. Once again, Vaughn, low stagger here. Needs to be able to get this one forward, stay alive for just a moment, and create a passing play opportunity here for Bells. But Kainu back again forward. Yuri core flipped, as does Gumi. But there's Kainu's again, for probably like the third time at this point. Snake, there's the primary, and it'll just go through. Vaughn couldn't quite find the Rose Warp that time, and Demons Raw, hey, Yoshi, who do you think's gonna take the next goal?
That 1 point away from 3-0ing another set. If things are, this game is wild. Snake is dead, guys. For all the Snake fans out there, I have terrible news. Actually, no, he's fine. For all the Snake fans out there, no! And he's gone. And this is looking like a S.A.D.B.O.I.S point. I'll say it. We might not be seeing the reverse sweep because Kainu is next. Looking a little low here. Close to a flip. Has it here. Hold on.
Gumi sticks around. Was further forward there and stuck around to try to kill by the time. Now Snake, once again, low. This time, KO might go once more back over to S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Snake in the corner, though, has to use the evade. There's the pass splitter out from Bells. We'll buy some time here, but it just gives Kainu some time to dribble and get that energy burst back online. Snake low again, now bounced off the center drum. Continue to get kicked around a little bit here. There's the energy burst. Kainu finds the gap, slots it in. It'll get both barriers. Gumi forward. Core didn't get back to him, though, for the shot. And so even still, their best shot is Snake up there on the top side, but Vaughn will take it out with the piercing shot. Vaughn looking for Bells again. There's a glitch pop, sends it back towards the goal barrier. Now Core going so fast. It'll go right behind everybody, but Bells slips right back up there and finds the goal. Finally, we're not gonna get a 0 on the other side of the scoreboard in this one, but still incredibly close here. Felt like it was very momentum-based overall in terms of who's able to get the most KOs up first, or who's able to get the most goal barriers. As I say that, Demons Raw able to take both them up first in this goal.
Yeah, getting both goal barriers. Things are looking good. Set probably about to be locked in for Demons Raw. Flip coming out from Vaughn. Responded with Kainu, who's looking a little low. Things might be rough if they're able to get this KO on Kainu. With the goal barrier, open net, might be able to do something. Kainu's back to full health. That's not happening. Kainu and Snake on the offense. Gumi with a flip, might be dashing in sometime soon. Get something done. Makes a nice save. And another one. Core is just moving so fast on this 1-2 punch start. Kainu almost gets assassinated. Snake looking low. But the Manu almost puts it in. Snake dribbling it up. Glitch pop help keeping it up. Tries to get the Zentaro primary in there. A little bit of slice and dice action. 2 flips for Demons Raw. And Bells is KO, not even with the flip.
No!
It's in! Gumi just narrowly missing the strike. It looked like it hit so close, and we're looking at a 0.5. Looking on at S.A.D.B.O.I.S, 1 point away from winning this game.
Game point now for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Bells low for the first time in quite some time and does get taken out there. That's huge after the mountain of stagger has been taken down. Vaughn, though, able to play the interceptor this time. Though, gets down to Kainu, has energy burst. Last one will fall. Kainu burns the energy burst. Won't have that as a resource. Snake looking to try to take Vaughn out. Will be successful in doing so, but Bells is going to find Kainu as well. The triple take comes out, but it's not there in time. Snake finds it. We're going to a set 5.
We're going to a set 5, and That was set 4, and there were like it was chaining KO after KO after KO, brutal, vicious bloodbath, and now here comes probably an explosive entrant Centauro. Yep, there it is. And so you know, what would make this game more interesting if not more damage on Centauro, quick strikes on Kainoob, Vaughn opting in for the stagger, missile prop going to You Already Lose. Big fish on Bells, and this guy has 3 stagger awakenings, 2,850 stagger. Look at that health bar, and with Might of Colossus rocking out at 204 power. This is a lore accurate Titan.
I mean, that was just the S.A.D.B.O.I.S draft luck of all time. You would think that Demons Raw got everything they wanted. So did the S.A.D.B.O.I.S in that last one, with the big fish dropping all the way down to Bells, with Might of the Colossus and Reptile Remedy and Bulk Up, all giving extra stagger, extra power via extra stagger, and extra size to boot. Gonna be feeling pretty good on this one. Just the one thing, Bell's feeling a little sluggish. Doesn't matter though, still in position to be able to get the goal barrier, and now I'll be looking for even more. Bells, like once again, looking to the top corner, but Gumi will be able to send it away. Now flips forward, has Energy Burst, still doesn't use it offensively. Utilizing it as a defensive resource, it seems, for the most part so far. Now able to get it in front of Bells. Gets stopped for a moment from the Oni's blade. Gumi back in time, able to flip forward. There's a cyber swipe, 1 goal barrier falls. Back over to Kainoob, but a KO goes over to the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. The snake gets taken off the pitch. Kainoob looks next. Energy burst utilized by Gumi to keep this one out from the net. It's a 2 versus 2 now on the pitch as Vaughn gets taken down. Firewall sentry forward. Gumi sticks around a little bit too long. Goal barrier in trouble. You already lose, can't save it. Open goal barriers on both sides for the first goal in this 5th set. Vaughn now looking forward. Bells as well, and he'll dash in there for the goal. Able to come out there on top. By the way, going back to S.A.D.B.O.I.S draft luck, you already lose. Missile propulsion. Hello. Exactly what you want the Fitty to get at this point. The extra little bit of distance on those misdirections, and Vaughn denying that reverberation, also huge to keep the KO dreams alive.
Yeah, absolutely. And here, I was about to say two core flips for the side of S.A.D.B.O.I.S, but now 0, unfortunately. But doesn't matter. Snake has been knocked out. You already lose. Looking low. Kainoob using his flip, trying to get it out. Both goal barriers for Demon's Raw preserved. You already lose. Waiting for this orb to come up. Is staggered. Core coming his way. Able to save it. And Demon's Raw kind of on the back foot here. Struggling to get it through Bells and Vaughn. Oh. Vaughn just dealing a ton of damage, has plenty of cooldowns, and Bells is massive. Takes up the entire lane on his own. 2 flips now for Demon's Raw. Gumi kind of Gumi walking up, kind of flirting with the midfield line. You already lose, finally taken out. Snake looking like he's next though, so dangerous. But the barrier is saved for S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Sorry, just kidding. And Snake getting the lifeline, looking to put it in, but again, just struggling to get any sort of offensive momentum. As Snake is staggered, almost KO'd. You already loses the KO'd, and Gumi whiffs the flip, hits it in anyway, and we're looking 1-1 in this set.
Okay, so Vaughn Energy Burst sends it up to the top side, was looking for the corner, couldn't find it. Gumi whiffs the Energy Burst, doesn't matter, still strikes right after to get it into the goal. You can tell these players might be a little bit nervous in game 1 on Taiko Temple. Between these two, now though, Bells in position, able to take both barriers. No response, no clear angle, thanks to all the extra size on this Azure, but it doesn't matter. Snake able to take both back on the other side as well. Triple take almost sends it back forward. There's the path splitter out, trying to shove Gumi away from the goal, but he locks the core in the corner with the firewall sentry. There's the bit finish out. We'll slow down the core for just a moment. Vaughn now looking for the piercing shot, trying to get this one out of the corner to Bells. Not able to this time. Has to be careful though, because he's looking a little bit low. But actually, it's Gumi that goes down first. Kainoob has to play goalie for now. Energy Burst is going to get utilized just on the edge of it. Waits for the perfect time. Goes down to the drone, almost up to Snake. Gumi back up now, but Bells is in position, and it's game point for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Yep, 1 away. Bells just able to cover every option on the cross clear there. Just so much bigger than anyone on Demon's Raw. Snake looking a little stacked up. Got a flip. Got the stacks online. Has no health. Unfortunately, took half his health to like 2 abilities and has been shot dead in Ohio. And S.A.D.B.O.I.S looking to finish this one quick as both barriers are down. Kainoob is low. Vaughn close to a flip. Bells almost puts it in. Kainoob is almost dead. It's looking like it's in right here. Gumi trying to save it. They're just trying to kill Kainoob. The flip blocked away. It doesn't even matter. Gets sent. Shepherded all the way to his own net. Gumi died, and that's an ace.
That's the ace. The S.A.D.B.O.I.S finishing off the point in explosive fashion. They'll get to play with their food a little bit for game 1 for the mental damage before setting it off to the game 2. You know, that is textbook S.A.D.B.O.I.S. You leave it to the last point. They find a way to KO everybody, and they are coming right back at you. We'll take game 1 here, and now Demon's RAAAAHH has to find some kind of response, but I don't know, Yoshi. Felt like the draft luck was there for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. They just played those drafts so well to set themselves up for success, and the fact that Bells was like you're unable to get it around Bells. He's so big. You can't KO him. What are you gonna do, right? Like, he was a menace blocking out some of these lanes and clear angles.
Yeah, just so hard to deal with. Yeah, what do you do? What do you do when the giant guy is there? It's just like he does 1,000,000 damage, smites you in 1 hit, and S.A.D.B.O.I.S clocking in 20 KOs as compared to the 15 that Demon's RAAAAHH had. And hey, Demon's RAAAAHH has always been known as the KO team, right? They're the best to do it. And it's part of why they are so good. But S.A.D.B.O.I.S has spent this entire season perfecting their damage comps, and it's showing. It's showing. Bells was on point with so many of these KOs. Vaughn had Adrenaline Rush, was doing so much damage, especially with help from You Already Lose. It just... They've become a damage threat in and of themselves, and it's oppressive. They showed up and played Demon's RAAAAH's game better than Demon's RAAAAHH did.
And that's the thing. That's the thing with this S.A.D.B.O.I.S roster, right? Is at this point in the season, they are dialed in, right? There might be some shenanigans happening earlier where some people are on break, vacations, whatever. But now it's crunch time. They realize it, and they're back, right? You don't want to mess with this version of the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. You might be able to take a match or 2 on them earlier. Right now, though, they are dialed in. They know the kind of game they want to play. They've got the read on how they want to play the game, and now it all comes down to execution. Right now, they are proving it once again, defending champions, of course, continuing to have that title. We'll see whether or not they're going to be able to take it the whole way, but certainly right now, looking like the favorites and could be coming into playoffs in the first seed, though we know how that goes. The first seed doesn't always come out on top in playoffs, so we'll see what happens, and of course what happens in the next 2 games, because now we're going over to Atlas's lab. That, of course, was the S.A.D.B.O.I.S pick, so it should be known here as Vaughn's lab.
Yeah, locking in to Vaughn's lab. Very interested to see how the character draft rolls out. Another map is very strong for damage. Both teams, rubbing their hands together, thinking, how do we lock in these characters that will just KO the enemies, get those power plays. And if we do see a game 3, we're going to Demon Deus. The damage map. Above every other one. And there are a few. There are a few that are really good for damage. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. I think Demon's RAAAAHH has always played very, very well on Atlas's lab, but like you said, Vaughn's lab tells a different story. So it could just end here. Could just pack it up, go home, S.A.D.B.O.I.S taking the first seed. Or, if Demon's RAAAAHH shows up, has something that we don't know, able to match S.A.D.B.O.I.S on their own map, could be pretty big.
Here's what I'm thinking, though. Because to me, it seems like a lot of this so far, a lot of the day so far today, and a lot of the talk has been around this Finny pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, S.A.D.B.O.I.S got blue side in the last one. Demons RAAAAHH will get the option of blue side, which presumably they will take. No, they decided not to take it. They took red side here, and they are electing to ban the Finny away. Okay, so fair enough, but they probably have to stick with that in game 3 too. Like, they're locked into their ban in the next one. I don't think they get the choice of what happens here coming up, because that has to go away. Most likely S.A.D.B.O.I.S will be on blue side for game 3 here as well. So maybe there's an opportunity to try to find another damage, or, you know, try to get S.A.D.B.O.I.S playing a different damage composition rather than just this Finny that seems to be pumping out the damage, that offensive presence, and factoring in to that KO style. Obviously showing the respect here on this pick.
Yeah, absolutely. The Finny ban coming out means that they can't ban Vice, which would have been first picked, especially on this heavy impact start, but S.A.D.B.O.I.S locking in Amy, and I believe that's just to get you already lose his Amy goalie pick that he really enjoys. I don't know if that's an at-lab thing or just an in general thing, but that leaves Zentaro and Vice up for Demons Raw on this heavy impact start.
Yeah,
sheesh.
I mean, you already lose and IME are like bread and butter, right? That's been known since the beginning of time. And he will be able to perform on this pick. The other two locked in around out the composition. Vaughn back on the Estelle, and Bells picks up the Kazan, and then now comes out here once more for Kainu. So not a lot of changes here in this draft on the whole. Some keys right where that Finny gets taken away. So we'll see whether or not the damage is able to be there for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S in this one. But it feels like they might struggle a little bit more with how much damage they're able to pump out. However, of course, there is less, there's still the same amount of KO potential here, right? Like, don't get it twisted. You already lose will be involved on that IME pick. But we'll see what comes through here for the last little bit of this. And it's another damage awakening start, right? Heavy impact, adrenaline rush. You mentioned it there, of course, with the Zentaro and the Vice on the pitch. Both ones that are going to favor that heavy impact. And hey, maybe Vaughn will keep making use of this adrenaline rush.
Yeah, every character showing up here just loving heavy impact, which is, you know, makes a lot of sense. It's hard to find a character that doesn't like heavy impact, but the adrenaline rush is so tempting because it's such a potent win condition. You get your KOs, and then you charge forth with your million speed and refunded cooldowns. So I'm curious to see who's going to pick it up, because obviously everyone wants heavy impact. You know, more damage, more CDs. It's everything a damage comp wants and more. But
yeah,
not having the adrenaline rush feels kind of bad. But wow, all of Demons Raw taking the heavy impact, just saying like, yep, we don't need adrenaline rush to capitalize. We're just going to kill them. Vaughn and Bells both locking in the ad rush, looking really strong. I imagine leaving You Already Lose to to do a lot of the damage. So then Bells and Vaughn can pick up the KO with their good confirms. And bang! You'll never guess what just happened 10 seconds into the match.
Poor Snake, man. Guy probably just wants to play the video game, but is getting bullied and tossed around by a heavy impact star. Like I said, KO presence still going to be there for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S in this one, even if it doesn't fully look like it could be the highest damage composition. You can still, though, Snake back on the pitch. Now forward, Kainu has the energy burst. Vaughn drop back, able to find the defensive play there. Now Bells looking for the crooked leverage and be able to get it around Gumi for the first goal in game 2.
Yep, really well played by Bells. A classic, a new Kazan bread and butter as of the Season 3 patch, with strike resets on abilities, able to strike, hook strike, and just mix up anyone. Like, that's so hard to deal with. Anyway, hi Snake. I hope you're having a great time here in your NASL Week 9 Season 4 match. Things are looking a little rough. Bells too almost got KO'd by the slice and dice from Snake. but he gets shepherded away halfway through the animation. Kind of looking a little low too. Things are tough. Gumi with the flip, able to get the barrier, and Demons Raw has S.A.D.B.O.I.S on the ropes here.
Got to find a way to get this goal in. Don't let the momentum keep rolling for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Kainu dangerously close to getting taken out, and Vaughn will be there with the Quangle to take him out. Now looking forward, of course, on this adrenaline rush. They'll be able to find it with the gold barrier. Now Gumi in position with the supernova. Enough of a mix-up they didn't see coming. That'll be the first goal for Demons Raw.
Yep, just ripping it right there. Sending the course straight in. A straightforward shot. Unfortunately, no one there to cover it. And, oh, hey, Snake. We've got some abilities with your name on them. Snake's just going to show up every kickoff in his hospital bed. Just trying to get something done. Kind of now. Hey, take your pick. Someone is getting shot on the streets. Kind of having the lifeline, having the now mines, able to heal up, but still at less than half health. It just, vicious game, and there's the KO. The double adrenaline rush proc. Snake also looking like he's next. And S.A.D.B.O.I.S have a really strong win condition here, I've noticed. Oh, yep.
Good play by Bells there, keeping the core forward despite the supernova coming out from Gumi. Now pop up in the corner, looking for it again. The adrenaline rush is still out. Now the speed boost is finally dissipated, and Snake will be back online here, but still level 2 is Snake, about to take over to level 3, and he'll get it there off of the Oni's blade. Bells, though, about to take over to level 4. Vaughn with an energy burst already there. Now you already lose forward. Doesn't quite able to get the core in with the firewall sentry. Now the core will drift up to the top corner. Possession back over to S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Vaughn in the corner, though, has to be a little bit careful here. No evade. Snake looking for the KO. Doesn't find it there. Vaughn happy to just drop back and play a little bit more defensive. Gumi, seen that clear a million times over. Be able to take care of business. And Vaughn looking for Bells again. Now Bells on the dribble. There's the pop-up again. Doesn't have that cooldown for a little bit longer, but the power chord doesn't quite work that time. Sends it backwards into the goal. Bells knows it too. Got away with one there. The S.A.D.B.O.I.S will take their second.
We love Chain Lightning, and unfortunately, it will be clocking in that goal there. Gumi with the flip, though, able to get one barrier on his eject in. I don't know where Vaughn's health went, but the black hole has claimed him, and that's going to be an open net for S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Flip from Gumi, sending it up, kind of putting it in with the mine. We're going to a 0.5.
0.5 in set 1 here. Here to lose almost had that save, but maybe smartly decided not to burn the energy burst, so he has it for this next one. See whether or not that comes into play. Oh, hi, Snake. You're looking mighty low yet again. There's the top spin here. Maddening Descent actually comes through. Kainoob on the lifeline is able to save Snake for a moment, but the glitch pop will take him out. Vaughn procced the adrenaline rush off of that one and was able to take it himself to the house. That'll be the first set on the board for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Yep, clocking in set 1. Vaughn getting MVP. Gonna have his pick of anything here. I'm looking at, we got Quick Strike, always a good one. Rapid Fire, he picked it last game. Aerials, another good. Estelle Awakening. Peak Performance could also just be good. Probably going to opt in for Quick Strike. Peak going to Kainoob, looking for a little bit of stagger, which is smart. having 0 stagger is definitely very rough. Vaughn did take the Rapid Fire. Deadeye going to Gumi. I mean, you already lose. Sorry. A little bit of brain rot from last game. Aerial's going to Gumi. It's going to have that even longer dash range, longer power chord range, which is going to be super influential on this game. Snake, I'm pretty sure getting 6th pick Quick Strike. Gotta feel pretty good. Hey, yeah, not bad.
Weak Awakening.
And Bell's locking in Unstoppable, which is gonna be hard to keep up into a Vice now.
Well,
Zentaro, but when it's up, it's gonna be pretty impactful. Can just like eat an entire supernova. It'd be pretty nice.
Clear.
So, nice option.
The Unstoppable was more of a deny away from Snake, so they can keep bullying Snake around, right? Like, that's the name of the game. Doesn't matter, though, because this time Bells will be first off of the pitch. In set 2, Gumi has the energy burst, sticks around on the front lines. Now Kainu back down to Snake, playing the goal. Nice triangle formation, but not able to capitalize on the goal. Gumi still has energy burst, but now is going to drop back because B.O.I.S is back online. Oni's blade out. Gets over to Kainu. Vaughn still trying to keep it forward here. Looking for B.O.I.S once more. There's pop-up, top spin, not able to find it there. But you already lose, able to find the KO against Snake this time. Piercing shot forward. Adrenaline rush is procced on both Vaughn and B.O.I.S. Vaughn looking a little low. B.O.I.S now has the opportunity for a triple. Gumi there, interrupts it with the energy burst. Snake's turn. I'm assuming that he has enough time to breathe and there's not someone right there on top of him. Now gets hit by the black hole and almost gets taken off. Gets saved by the firewall sentry there, away from the top spin, but it's probably about to get taken down here next. And no, never mind. Goes evasive in the Oni's blade, and the core is able to find the net. Staying alive that time is Snake.
Yeah, when Snake is alive, hey, he's able to get things done. Crazy concept, I know, but pretty good when he is alive and kicking. You know who's not alive and kicking? Hey, kind of. I hope the hospital bill is not that bad. Things are looking rough. Able to orb up, but nope. Yeah, S.A.D.B.O.I.S are piloting the damage comp so well. They show up, they find some guy who is low and just, you know, all abilities on his location immediately. But no KOs coming out at this point yet, and you know, things are moving a little bit slower, much slower paced point. But Snake is still remarkably low, and this might be it for him. Yep, and that's the double adrenaline rush. And suddenly the tempo of the point is a little different.
Beautiful collapse, by the way, to secure that kill. The second that all of their cooldowns came online, everyone collapsed on top of Snake to find that KO and staggered their cooldowns such that it could happen. Easy point goes through there for B.O.I.S off of that power play, and so they'll be looking for even more on forward. But look, at this point, even if you're Demon's Raw, you've got to hope that you can find more Stagger Awakenings, that you can find the Reptile Remedy, like, soon, right? It's very difficult to imagine a world here where they're going to be able to walk away with some of those things, especially because you know the S.A.D.B.O.I.S are just going to keep denying them away when they're given the opportunity to. So finding some of these set wins is going to be critical, especially when you've got 2 energy bursts online as they do right now, despite the fact that Snake is down, looking for the dribble there. Kainu, though, able to get it around B.O.I.S, and now is on the wrong side of the pop-up there. Drone forward, can't quite find it. Now down to Snake on the top side, dribble, power chord forward. Gumi is there, energy burst does not connect with the core. Kainu still has his own, now uses it, looks for the KO. But Vaughn will get out scot-free. Never mind. 2 players off the pitch at the same time. It's a 2v2 now. You're to lose. Now step on forward here, looking for B.O.I.S. But now Snake finds the KO. B.O.I.S not able to find the redirect in time. And that one will go in. Demon's Raw on set point now. Like I said, really hoping for something good on this next carousel.
Where did half of the people in this game go? Both the midfielders just got executed point blank, and then you already lose. Like, got shot down out of nowhere, and now both barriers down with the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Demon's Raw really needs to win this set right here, right now, and fast, able to get those defensive awakenings that S.A.D.B.O.I.S has been denying, or else we're just going to be seeing more of the same bloodbath.
Snake looking low, no evades, wait for all the cooldowns to come online. B.O.I.S in pursuit. Snake will drop back, does have that orb online for Demon's Raw. Now we'll tick over to level 8. Vaughn now is the one looking low. Keeps the core forward on the piercing shot. Energy burst comes out here. Now B.O.I.S no stagger. Supernova almost sends him away, but it doesn't matter. Kainu able to step forward, saving the energy burst, just in case something wrong happened there, I suppose, but able to come away with that set. Now here is the critical. Snake up first in this draft is huge. What are his options? Big fish, explosive entrance. Not the defensive options you really want here, but of course as the Centauro, you'll take explosive entrance anytime you can.
Yep, absolutely. Curious to see who will be picking up big fish, and someone will be picking it up. Going to be very huge. Going to be Vaughn. Denying it, not letting Gumi get it. I would have expected Kainu to take it, opting for the stacks instead. Looking to go just go build entirely into speed, got that peak stacks, and with enough speed, you can evade a lot of the abilities coming your way. It's still hard, obviously, and like that guy is at half health, but once the stacks are up, if he's able to keep them and use that speed to evade, it's gonna be pretty nice. Until then, Snake does not have that speed and is low, and
Well,
a couple guys on him looking to take him out, and there it is.
Seen that one before. That's a little bit of deja vu there. To the point, though, about Kai'Noob's speed, consider the stacks they just picked up. Of course, also his peak performance, and also has that extra speed boost when he opts into it from the secondary, too, right? So there's some opportunity there for Kai'Noob to pick up the pace in this game a little bit. But it'll be more difficult when Snake gets taken off the pitch like he just did. B.O.I.S, though, next on the chopping block, has to go away with the extra speed and the adrenaline rush and won't be able to collapse on that one. Kai'Noob still looking to take B.O.I.S out, not able to find him there. Power cord is able to land. B.O.I.S in the corner, goes up, looking for the maddening descent, but mostly just in the evade, trying to get carried away. Looking for the crooked leverage now onto Snake. There's the ability dump once more. Topspin will be able to connect, and Snake is off the pitch again. Not able to play the game much at all. Can't feel good at this point. Gumi has the energy burst for the save of the barrier. Kai'Noob, though, down to the bottom side. Looking again to keep this one forward for Snake. Fawn, though, has energy burst, and the firewall sentry was out from You Already Lose, so that Fawn didn't have to commit it. Now does on the offensive play. There's a piercing shot. Beautiful lineup, able to find the barrier. It's an open goal gate now for S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Snake low, B.O.I.S as well. Topspin not able to do the trick. Gumi not quite there. Couldn't find the core for the open goal barrier. B.O.I.S, though, taken off. Vaughn doesn't have the same offensive presence. The firewall sentry set up defensively here, trying to keep this core as far away from barrier as possible. Gumi, though, in the box, looking for that one, and will open things up. Finds the barrier. Kai'Noob forward, can't find it with the extra speed. Now looking again, but the strike isn't up the second time. He does not have quick strikes just yet. Looking for the goal here, though. Gumi still forward, sticks around for an awful long time. Finally, the core will find a gap. That one felt like it was only a matter of time, but such a long point. So good defensive play, even still, from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching Vaughn and You Already Lose defend in the net together is they're a well-oiled machine, and even with the coordinated offense from Demon's Raw and like them covering everything, it just wouldn't go in. It took like a very, very tight angle squeezing through to get it in, and that's what it takes to score on S.A.D.B.O.I.S, and it's so difficult. All being said, we've been seeing a lot of damage coming out from Demon's Raw, obviously from S.A.D.B.O.I.S too, but something I've noticed is B.O.I.S has been low quite a bit, and only has 100 more stagger than characters like Zentaro or Now, one of which has been knocked out.
S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
But a little bit of a S.A.D.B.O.I.S angle. Still, I think Demon's Raw has a good opportunity if they're able to kill B.O.I.S, which seems a lot easier than any of the other two members.
Gumi able to find the clear there. Now Supernova forward, able to take out B.O.I.S. Snake perhaps next. Vaughn will unload a piercing shot, but Snake in position for the goal barrier. Kai'Noob has energy burst here as well. Extra speed, there's a lifeline, doesn't connect on the core flip. The core will go back. Snake now very low, but so is Vaughn. Oni's blade comes out, will be able to connect, send Vaughn away. You Already Lose, can't adjust in time. And Demons Raw now on set point again, looking to go ahead here in game 2.
Yeah, really well played by Kai'Noob and Snake. Snake having a great ult, stopping the core, putting it in a good spot, and then KOing Vaughn. Kai'Noob able to catch it with a strike primary, I believe, and send it in. It's, again, like that's kind of plays that these two players are able to pull off together. But unfortunately, hard to pull that off when Snake is not on the field, and that's a great collapse from S.A.D.B.O.I.S, able to get both barriers. Some good passes, and B.O.I.S is low, but this is looking like S.A.D.B.O.I.S should just send it in.
Adrenaline rush is down, and now B.O.I.S is completely down. Tables have turned. Snake now. And the Oni's blade couldn't quite capitalize. It's back on over to him. You Already Lose low on cooldowns. Oh no, not able to find the clear. That one bugged on my end. Slight visual bug, but regardless, goal barrier down. Snake now forward, looking for the dash, can't find it. Kainoob energy burst sends it forward to Snake, who's able to find the Strike War victory. Demons Royale now up in set 3 as we head on to set 4.
Yeah, Demons Royale playing spectacularly that entire set. Their offense was just so on point, able to get through S.A.D.B.O.I.S, and that's it's such a blue draft.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Is there another blue awakening that we could find to put on this?
Yeah. Oh my! Searing attack of blue. See, Catalyst being picked up by Kainoob, gonna be really nice. Perfect form going to Bells. The double pick for S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Honestly, pretty unfortunate for Demons Raw, but that's a Dash Awakening for You Already Lose. Perfect form on Bells. Or Ponderer on Vaughn. It's gonna be a pretty big deal. And then Gumi and Snake rounding out their builds, with Snake getting Stinger again. So could pull up pretty nicely. Doesn't have prime time this time, which is a shame, but heavy impact means that gonna be having a lot of abilities. Gonna be doing a small amount of stinging.
I'll say it, maybe Demons Raw got denied a little bit in that draft, but I don't feel super bad for them. Kainoob gets Catalyst. Gumi gets Castellast, which, hear me out, could make a difference, especially if a power chord hits. The extra stun duration, if Demons Raw are able to capitalize on that and further punish, rack up more damage, that could be some of the difference in terms of finding some more of those KOs. We'll see whether or not that will be the case here. Oni's Blade, they able to send one away. There's Vaughn sent away. Goal barriers will fall here for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S, and it's been all Demons Raw. There's the double KO, as Snake has a core flip as well. You Already Lose, uses the Firewall Sentry, now has to use the secondary, finds the energy burst, and is able to save it away. You Already Lose now, next to the chopping block, he'll get taken out. And finally, the Demons Raw will send it through. A Herculean effort from You Already Lose, but it's not enough this time.
Yeah, unfortunately not enough. You can only do so much when you're taking damage and getting KO'd, but like, it's unbelievable every time. Right, the score on S.A.D.B.O.I.S challenge seems so impossible because this You Already Lose guy shows up and does things like that. Like, oh, my bad. Sorry that I had what looked like a checkmate, and then all of a sudden he just made a miracle save. I'll think about that next time. That all being said, the damage coming out from Demons Raw, it's the KOs are coming in. Snake is playing on point. Has not been KO'd for a bit, actually. Curious. And now is playing incredibly well. How could it be? The game has turned around what was once a really strong S.A.D.B.O.I.S showing. Still is, but it's hard to show anything when you're dead on cooldown.
Look at how fast Kainoob was moving there for a second too. With everything he's got, and now has the extra energy as well. Off the Catalyst. Vaughn, though, taken off. This time, Power Chord able to connect. Firewall Sentry is out, trying to keep this one away. Oni's Blade also out. Mounting Descent comes through from Bells. Has the energy burst. Well, with the core there. Can't find it. They don't get saved by their own angle this time, and all of a sudden it's game point, but it's a 2v2. Doesn't matter. Kainoob steps forward. We're headed to a game 3.
We're heading to a game 3 fast. Both brawlers getting assassinated that last point, but Kainoob on the enemy side with the now mine, the proximity drone, able to pop it in, and wow, the back and forth continues as we had another vicious KO game. You Already Lose, locking in 7 most in the game, and that's S.A.D.B.O.I.S locking in a grand total of 16 KOs to another 15 by Demons Raw, very consistently getting their 15.
Chat,
jeez.
Are you not entertained?
Is this not what you came for?
This is it. How much better than this does it get? The only difference is, like, this is the championship match, okay? That's the only thing that makes this game better. It's S.A.D.B.O.I.S versus Demons Raw. It's the last game of the regular season in Season 4. It's for who gets first place in the league, and everyone is playing so well, capitalizing on the awakenings that they are given, and capitalizing on the compositions when they're able to pull through. You saw in that one, I think one of the keys was that Finny ban. I imagine that is going to stick, and the S.A.D.B.O.I.S are going to need to find another response to either out damage or be able to stick with Demons Raw in Game 3, as we will be heading to Demon Dais. You cannot run, you cannot hide on this map from these damage compositions.
Yeah, the damage is going to be coming out now more than ever. If you think you've seen damage so far, you've seen nothing. This is about to get crazy, down and dirty on the dais, and it's I'm excited. Hey, because
how can you not be?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sitting here in the booth. I'm also just like, I'm watching S.A.D.B.O.I.S versus Demons Raw at the end of the season. This is great.
Yeah, you like got your feet
out,
kicking up on the bed. You're like, oh, look at me. I'm so excited.
Feet kicking. Watching two of the best teams to ever hit North America just kill each other. What more can I want?
An absolute brawl for the first seed heading into playoffs of Season 4. Now, another thing, whether or not, these folks actually want Seed 1, it's another thing, curse of first seed, you will lose in playoffs, blah, blah, blah. We'll see whether or not that actually ends up coming to fruition this season as much as it did in both leagues last season. But of course, time will tell. Even still, both of these teams want the advantage heading into playoffs, and both these teams want the bragging rights for at least the next 2 weeks heading into playoffs to know that they are the top dog here. Worth noting, though, of course, Bang Bang has locked in that second seed. They are not the other team that they would be picking. It would be the loser and Bun Bun are the two picks up for grabs for the winner and who they would want to play. So you either get to see a rematch in the winner's bracket, or it'll be the winner here versus Bun Bun Bonanza. We'll see what ends up happening, of course. I expect that we'll be able to hear from the teams after this match for who they elect to play for that playoffs series in 2 weeks' time. But of course, there's one more game left to be played in the regular season. Shortly, this will go off without a hitch. There will be no shenanigans, investigations, all of that taking place. We won't have to worry about that next week. I mean, certainly not. There will be nothing that could possibly dampen us here as we go full steam ahead here to Demon Dais.
Yep, we've had a clean series so far. Very exciting. Something interesting, it doesn't matter. Let me preface by saying it does not change anything functionally. But since Bang Bang has locked that second seed, and due to how the standings are right now, if S.A.D.B.O.I.S win this, they lock first seed, and then Demons Raw locks third seed, and that's how everyone, that makes sense. If Demons win, they lock first seed, and S.A.D.B.O.I.S locks fourth seed, meaning Bun Bun clocks in that third. And
technically
again,
doesn't matter because you get to pick between the third and fourth. But
yeah, it doesn't change anything. But hey, I think that's pretty interesting. How the standings shape up and how it's not just loser gets sent to third. It's a little bit of variation, a little bit of that for the crew. Anyway, we've moved on to the pick ban phase. The Vice and Finny band. Demons Raw do not want to play against Finny. They've had enough. No more. They are signing the Finny apology form right now.
Also, cast to last start, by the way.
Yeah.
Both for Finny and I think the Vice in the last game was incredibly annoying for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. They elect to ban it away. But of course, Raw has to ban the Finny on the red side here too. Yeah,
less to be first picked, and like, especially on this map, something that people talked about a ton when Finny was first released is that you drop your big finish on the barrier, and then what does the enemy team do? They lose. That's what they do. They have to suck it up and say, there it goes. My barrier. Sorry. Anyway, we see S.A.D.B.O.I.S lock this X first pick, and X is he's so strong right now. he has 130 power. He just has an awakening when he spawns in. He is a very powerful man. Demons Raw responding by locking
Whoa.
the now Drakkar. And it's been a while since we've seen this Drakkar character.
Yeah, that's all well and good. I'm the Atlas was the response from S.A.D.B.O.I.S.
Yeah,
Is this? I can't even tell. I almost am assuming this is Atlas midfield.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Vaughn might be prepping the Iron Spear, polishing it off, and getting it ready to go. Atlas as a goalie on this map is like fine. Expanse is like weird on the circular barrier, but this if it's Atlas midfield on missile prop start, that is the Iron Spear. Charge forth, and it points forward, and it smites those who oppose it. We might be seeing some silly Atlas shenanigans here as Demons Raw rounds out their comp with the Era.
Speaking of silly Atlas shenanigans, Perfect Form is back in rotation. Right, we saw that last week, apparently, so I'm told. That can play a role here, too. If Vaughn's able to pick that up, suddenly he gets 2, even without there being like a rapid fire or a prime time involved there, and also has the opportunity to go for the expanse as well. I think this pick could be incredibly dangerous, especially locking down one side of the map, forcing the core into that circular barrier in the center. We'll see, of course, whether or not I expect this to be. I don't see where else this could go. I mean, there's no way Vaughn plays midfield, right? This has to be the Iron Spear.
I could see it.
It has to be.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
Okay, there it is.
And I'm thinking about it. How funny would it be if Demons Raw loses to Perfect Form Atlas 2 weeks in a row?
Oh.
Like vicious. Anyway, looking at Demons Raw's team comp, this looks like a Drakkar brawler for Snake.
Yep.
Locking it in, it sure is. That's Zagumi on the Era goalie. Pretty popular pick on this map. And Kainoob on Now. Been playing Now all 3 games. Kainoob plays Now when he wants to win. And here he is, wanting to win. Snake pulling up with the pummelers. Very strong. Got shot for half his health at the beginning, but here Bell's on the X. It's just like showing why he's so strong. And here Atlas is so slow, but taking that Mag Souls, able to get that speed on the midfield line, and Bell's in the 2v1, just cooking it up. And X is so strong on this map, and we're about to see if Mag Souls Atlas has what it takes to support this X and get it done. Looking a little low right now. Still level 1, not quite at that level 2. Is now all healed up and ready to go. Dropping it, and I don't know. We're in for a crazy game. This is not your grandpa's Demon Deus. We got some crazy things going. And Goomy gets KO'd right there in a beautiful shot from You Already Lose. Puts it in the top corner. Bell doesn't even have to do anything. Just sitting there flexing on him. And S.A.D.B.O.I.S is running away with this right now.
I mean, it's the Era. What do you do when X walks up to you? You're supposed to be on the other team. Like, you would think that the Era pick here was like them denying the X away. No, it was locked in as the last pick in the last draft. Of course, very quick goal here coming in from Demons Raw. So you would think that it would have been a denial away, but no, this was just Goomy playing Era on Demon Deus, which we've seen him do before. Not quite with this kind of composition, though, but it has to be relying, I assume, on the speed that they get right now. There it is. KO comes through here as Vaughn gets taken off of the pitch. And now, all of a sudden, Demons Raw looking poised for another one, actually gets sent away. Energy Burst is going to be able to find the second barrier. Bell's in the X Maximus. Castellas there as well, not able to send the core away. There is a beautiful Maelstrom, almost continues to carry the core, but no, Kainoob now in position. I'll knock Vaughn away, and Snake has dropped back to defend the goal barriers. Kainoob dribble, beautiful weight around the glitch pop. We are tied up here in set 1.
S.A.D.B.O.I.S kind of dissected Demons Raw those first 2 points. Really got it over and done with. But Demons Raw clapping back very nicely. And you talked about Gumi on this era goalie. I know that... Oh, X damage, hold on. I know that he really enjoys the pick, and it's because he doesn't have to play goalie. He's the best offensive goalie in North America, and he gets to show up, supports his team with speed, and then like shrink the enemy brawler, and it's great. And then drop like a maelstrom, and things are looking good. And, oh, what a great blow! Caleb takes out Gumi, can't do anything when he's dead. Snake looking like he's next. Both barriers down, and S.A.D.B.O.I.S poised to win this set right here. Gumi coming back. Demons Raw all healed up again. The Missile Prop Atlas almost sending it in. Has a flip. Riding the Mag Souls line. Takes out Kainu with the flip. Bell's a little low, but S.A.D.B.O.I.S with the power play. Looking to get it in. And Vaughn, the Iron Spear, will send it right in. Lord, is he ballin'.
Absolutely. Balling out of his mind. You already lose. First on the carousel here. We'll see how this one shakes out. But one of the things here, again, watch whether or not this core is going to get to Gumi. If the core gets in his goal box, I think it's doomed, right? That's the main problem with this era pick right now. Bells is just there continuing to harass. Even if he shrunk, doesn't really matter, right? We'll see whether or not Gumi's able to pick up the pace here with this glass cannon pickup, able to try to find even more speed, try to find potential opportunities to get around this. But even still, I feel like it's going to be very difficult, especially with the Mighty Colossus pickup here from Bells.
Yeah, Bells going big mode, looking like a big guy. And yeah, he should just win every interaction if the core gets to him. That's just the strength of the X pick. Looking a little low though. Snake picking up Stinger, and that's Missile Prop Stinger Drakkar. That guy has 2 shotguns. They're even stronger, and he can just pick someone to wear down. And Bells right here is getting that treatment. Now almost getting shot, looking really low. Just Snake is glued to him like a moth to a flame or some other analogy. And there, hey, he got staggered and then he just got shot. And not shot as in like hit with an ability, quite literally shot. Shot down. He is gone. Fortunately, the power play doesn't amount to much, as S.A.D.B.O.I.S are just putting on the pressure. But Vaughn gets shot, killed, not staggered. Core flip's coming out, and Demons Raw just struggling to get this barrier. Finally gets it down. Snake at half health, looking a little low, but Vaughn on respawn, hitting the astral projection and sending it in. Bang.
The Iron Spear waits for no one. Steps right back up and is able to send the projection home. Coming out on top here, and it just seems like a monumental task for offensive pressure to get going right now for Demons Raw. And if that's the way it is right now, I struggle to see how that might change unless they're able to pick up more of these KOs. That seems critical. Gumi able to go super far forward though with this extra speed. Kind of able to find the second barrier. They have to be able to collapse on this one right here while they have the power play opportunity. It almost slips between the two of them, and now you already lose. Able to take the cyber swimp away and the glitch pop to take the barrier, keep the core forward. Not able to pick up the second goal barrier of the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Snake now has the energy burst. Vaughn will use his first. Snake looking for the drone, but Yordi loses ready for it. Now, once again, open goal barriers. Demons Raw need to collapse on this. Orb gets taken by Kainu, but he's still rather low. We'll have to drop back for the orb on his own side of the pitch. Now, oh no! Goal barrier falls, and now the core just drifts slowly into the net. S.A.D.B.O.I.S once again pulling ahead. They're about to go up 2-0.
Yeah, this S.A.D.B.O.I.S comp is just brutal to deal with. They have so much defensive and offensive potential, especially with Demons Raw comp being almost entirely offensive. The idea is that if they're able to get it to the other side, Gumi can just push up, and then they have 2 midfielders and a brawler putting on a ton of pressure. And it's really strong. They were able to get both barriers pretty quickly there, but then they just had so much trouble scoring. See, both barriers down now, but they have to get it through the midfield again and then get it through You Already Lose. Find a situation that they can get it up, and it's so tough. It's so difficult for them to score.
They have to like take the gamble there. Small little interaction took place. Kainu predicted You Already Lose was going to clear it right back to him, so he preemptively hit the energy burst button, but You Already Lose just patiently waited and set it down to the bottom side. If you're Kainu, you have to take that gamble because you don't know when you're next going to get an opportunity to get the core through. Snake opportunity, that one gets sent away by the core flip from You Already Lose. Overtime here once more, lock and load. Snake steps forward. You Already Lose still ready, still poised on the defensive side. Now Snake sends it around again, but Vaughn with the projection interrupts that. Able to dribble around a little bit. Now the expanse comes out as Vaughn looks to try to keep this one forward midfield, but no, not able to do it there. Projection sends this one around the barrier one more time. Gumi will collect. Now it's up to Kainu. Snake has the energy burst, looking for the bottom side. You Already Loses there. Bells finds the energy burst and finds the KO. Another power play opportunity. This one swings right back around. The projection goes out as zoning, but Gumi's still back enough with enough speed and time. Good bewitching beam as well to keep that one in the corner, still staying alive. Bell's not able to find the core just yet, but the second he does is the second it's in. S.A.D.B.O.I.S up 2-0 in game 3, looking to be on top of the table at the end of the regular season.
Yeah, S.A.D.B.O.I.S are just running away with this game. It's hard to conceive what Demons Raw, what their win condition is. How do they win? What are they doing? This Monumentalist. Normally I would say getting denied from the Era goalie, but I'm pretty sure he's just picking it. He has missile prop for a stronger primary, and now he's got the massive secondary, and that's crazy. And that's what the Iron Spear is here. Twin Drive being picked up by Gumi. Gonna have 2 speed boosts. Catalyst going 3rd pick. You Already Lose taking it. Gonna be really nice. Team player going to Bells. Yep, it's there. Snake gets explosive entrance, and that's just even more damage. It doesn't matter. He's dead. It's fine. Executed. Kind of with the big fish. Get some stagger. Gonna help a lot for staying alive and just being big. Being big is nice, especially on this map, where it's like there's a lot of narrow spaces, but it's still a pretty open map. This map is so strange, but there, 1 barrier down for both teams. Looking good. Demons Raw just struggling to contain the X.
Yeah, once again in the goal box, able to stun Gumi, sends it back. Gumi's got no response for Bells on this X. By the way, I mean, if that last draft didn't show it, Gumi picking up the Twin Drive shows where the cards are, right? You're not playing a normal game here. You're playing, let's try to get as much speed on my forwards as possible, and myself for that matter. But when you don't have anything to shove the core past, this impeccable defense from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S with both the Iron Wall in Vaughn and the You Already Lose IME, which time and time again has been proven, it's incredibly difficult to come up with something unless you find a weird angle. There's the Molten Bolt comes out, energy burst, Vaughn uses the expanse, that's been baited out, but both Kainoob and Snake are super low. Kainoob has to retreat, and Snake is looking pretty low here as well. Bell's rushing in, looking for the KO, can't find it there. Gumi gonna let this one by with the energy burst, and now there's the power play opportunity for the S.A.D.B.O.I.S as Snake has finally gotten taken off of the pitch. Kainoob tries to get this one around Bell's, able to do so. There's the expanse, but Coral just drift back around the bottom side, and around the back side, I should say, of the goal barrier. Bell's now forward again, can't find the goal barrier this time, but it's Vaughn that could be next to the chopping block. You Already Lose, there's the core flip, and now beautifully timed Maelstrom comes through there, right place, right time. You Already Lose can't get to the core, and so Demons Raw able to come away with a goal.
Yeah, wow. That Maelstrom parted the sea, opened up a great place for Kainoob to strike, but it also just clipped You Already Lose at the very end, preventing him from doing much of anything. Anyway, we're back to the S.A.D.B.O.I.S X lore, and taking us straight to series point as Demons Raw were able to play the defense really well that last point and won for it. But at that time, sometimes the X, he has all of his abilities up, you might not have everything, and the X train's coming through. not much
potential
to be done about that.
Potential for the last goal here of the regular season if the S.A.D.B.O.I.S are able to come away with it. They are on match point. You already lose forward, wants it himself, despite the fact that the goal barrier is completely open. Not able to find it there. Snake keeps it in the corner. Gumi starts to sneak forward, but now there's Bells. X Maximus is out. He'll take a goal barrier on the punish. Gets rattled around on the top side, coming off of the extra bumper there on this map as it continues to get sent around. Kainu might have the opportunity here. Glitchpop tries to send it up, but no, not there. There's the energy burst as Yuri Luz is able to send it away. Bell's starting to close the gap here. Has to be careful. There's the energy burst as Gumi is able to have that to send it away. Now looking for the goal himself, trying to step forward, but Yuri Luz is there. Snake, no simple lock and load, is going to be able to get this one past the 3-time NASL champion. Bells once again has the energy burst. Here's the firewall centering. Gumi able to send it around the backside. Buffon starting to collapse in on this. There's the core flip coming out of Snake. X Maximus not timed well enough. Here's Kainu looking for the shot, and he'll find it with the core flip. We're tied up here in set 3, excuse me. Do or die for Demons RAAH.
Absolutely do or die. This is Demons RAAH's opportunity to get their foot back in the game, get any sort of momentum. Because right now they've been playing on the back foot this entire game. One barrier down. This is their win condition. If they're able to, just play offense the entire point and just run them down, eventually they will be able to get through. But barrier down there as well. The moment they have to fight through the defense, things get really rough. Things get really rough.
X Maximus was out, firewall century. Bells is there, and the S.A.D.B.O.I.S will continue to beat Demons RAAH. They will be at the top of the standings at the end of the regular season, and Demons RAAH will not find their revenge today.
Yeah, so close. Almost there, but S.A.D.B.O.I.S was just able to run them over in that last point there. And that's it. S.A.D.B.O.I.S winning. They're claiming that first seed, winning the series 2-1 against Demons RAAH. They get to pick who they want to go against in playoffs, and Demons RAAH gets sent to 3rd. Again, not even 2nd. At the Atlas forward pick, Magnetized Soldier, able to run through and get it done.
And that is critical. What this once again gives me deja vu. It's game 3. Vaughn comes out with a weird and quirky pick, and it's a 3-0 in set sweep from the S.A.D.B.O.I.S. NASL Season 2 Grand Finals. Same exact thing happens. That time, it was Vaughn on the Octavia. This time, it's on the Atlas on a map that you would not have predicted it, but funnily enough, made sense off of a missile propulsion start in that last one. Also, we might need to fact check this one later, but history might have just been made. We believe that is the first match in the past 3 seasons of the North American Strikers League that Demons RAAH has lost with their starting roster. That is the first time that set of 3 players has lost a regular season match together. Looked a little shaky, couldn't find a win condition with that composition in the last one, and now it's S.A.D.B.O.I.S that's able to take care of business there.
Yeah. Beautifully done by S.A.D.B.O.I.S. Just, they've been here to play all season, and obviously here going against the other best team, both fighting for that first place, claiming that victory really shows that they're here to play, and and play they did. Again, claiming that first seed and running away with it, making history today.
So, of course, we'll see what the actual decision is in a bit, but Vaughn did type in the chat earlier that they would most likely not rematch against Demons RAAH and elect into picking Bun Bun Bonanza. We'll hear that confirmation Well, but yeah, crazy concept, right? We'll hear that confirmation perhaps in a bit on the post show in just a moment when Tech is joined by a few of the members of some of the teams that you'll be seeing compete in playoffs. But for now, folks, that is it for season 4. The North American Strikers League playoffs are right around the corner. Yoshi, we got anything else for the crew?